In the beginning, everything seemed messy, almost impossible. But once we managed to purify the samples, something extraordinary appeared before us, DNA so pristine it held secrets untouched for thousands of years. Secrets that could reveal not only the ancestry of a pharaoh but perhaps even hints of knowledge passed down from beyond our world. Could it be that ancient astronauts taught the Egyptians that mummification was actually a way to preserve genetic information? For over 3,000 years, the story of Tutankhamun lay buried beneath the sands of Egypt, hidden behind golden masks and sealed tombs. But now, science has gone beyond the treasures and into something far more intimate, the very DNA of the boy king. And what researchers uncovered is shocking, forcing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about his dynasty. Author Graham Hancock often claimed that history keeps secrets we were never told. This discovery proves just that. Tutankhamun's ancestry isn't just a fascinating detail, it's a revelation that could change the way we understand ancient Egypt itself. Picture it, a boy crowned pharaoh at just 9 years old, gone before reaching 20. A short reign, yet powerful enough to echo through the centuries and captivate our modern world. But who was Tutankhamun, really? What mysteries lay hidden within his bloodline? And how much of his story was deliberately erased? These questions pull us deeper into one of history's greatest enigmas. And before we continue unraveling this mystery, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because the next stories may forever change the way you see the ancient world. He was not remembered as one of the great conquerors like Ramses or Khufu. His reign left behind no colossal monuments, no triumphant military campaigns. Yet, what history failed to preserve, chance safeguarded, and that chance became one of the greatest archaeological discoveries ever made. It was 1922. In the stillness of the Valley of the Kings, where most believed nothing remained to be found, British archaeologist Howard Carter kept searching. The sun burned the desert, tombs long plundered whispered disappointment, and experts doubted. But Carter refused to give up. Until, hidden beneath rubble, he uncovered what would change the world. When he peered through a tiny hole, holding up a candle, someone asked if he could see anything. His reply became immortal: yes, wonderful things. And indeed, they were. The tomb of Tutankhamun, almost untouched, revealed unimaginable treasures, golden chariots, statues, jewelry, weapons, thrones, and above all, the funerary mask of gold and precious stones that would become an eternal icon of ancient Egypt. It wasn't the grandest tomb, but it was the best preserved. Every artifact seemed frozen in time, unveiling beliefs, wealth, and devotion to the afterlife. News spread worldwide. Headlines screamed of wonders, and millions were captivated by the golden mask. The boy king, nearly forgotten, had become a legend. But fascination came with fear. Shortly after the tomb's opening, Lord Carnarvon, who financed the dig, died suddenly. Newspapers spread the story: was it the pharaoh's curse? Was Tutankhamun punishing those who disturbed his eternal rest? Mystery and superstition grew hand in hand. And here's my invitation: if this revelation has already amazed you, leave a like on this video so more people can discover this. But the deeper mysteries remained. Who was Tutankhamun, truly? Why was his tomb so small, almost improvised? What caused his sudden death at such a young age? At first, many believed he had been murdered. A fracture on his skull fueled theories of palace conspiracies. Others suggested a tragic chariot accident. But science slowly stripped away the myths. CT scans revealed something different. Tut was not a warrior struck down in battle. He was a frail young man, born with a clubfoot, suffering from bone diseases, and stricken with malaria. His death was not the result of violence or intrigue, but of a slow battle against the weakness of his own body. Which raised an even deeper question: why was he so fragile? The answer lay hidden in his DNA. There, scientists began to uncover evidence of inbreeding, royal marriages meant to preserve dynastic purity, but at the cost of health and vitality. The story of Tutankhamun is not just about golden treasures. It is about mysteries, about a boy king surrounded by grandeur yet defeated by his own bloodline. And even today, his legacy continues to intrigue the world, reminding us that behind the mask of gold was a real human being, as vulnerable as we are. For centuries, Tutankhamun was remembered as the mysterious boy king, surrounded by gold and glory, but almost voiceless in history. Until modern science dared to go beyond the golden mask. When his DNA was decoded, it revealed far more than cold data in a laboratory, it revealed a destiny shaped long before his birth. What researchers uncovered was astonishing. Tut was not only the son of Akhenaten, the pharaoh who challenged Egypt's religion. His mother was Akhenaten's own sister. A fraternal union, celebrated to protect the so-called divine bloodline, but one that came at a devastating cost. Suddenly, the mysteries of his health made sense. The clubfoot, the brittle bones, the dependence on canes buried with him, the loss of his unborn children. None of it was mere misfortune. It was the legacy of generations of incestuous marriages, a dynasty that valued continuity of power above the survival of its heirs. And so, the greatness of ancient Egypt revealed its darker side. Behind the towering pyramids and dazzling treasures was a royal family crumbling from within. Tut, the young pharaoh who restored the old gods after his father's religious revolution, carried in his own body the cracks of a dynasty doomed to collapse. His death without heirs was not just a personal tragedy. It marked the downfall of an entire lineage. The end of an era shaped by political choices that defied the limits of human nature. The Amarna dynasty, bold enough to rewrite religion and challenge tradition, fell under the weight of its own genetic secrets. Yet it is precisely this that makes the story even more captivating. Because science showed us that Tut was not just a distant, untouchable figure. He was human. A young man who suffered, who was fragile, who had no control over the forces that sealed his fate. The revelation of his DNA brought Tut closer to us than any golden mask ever could. But this answer opened the door to even more questions. If Tut was the child of a fraternal union, how many other pharaohs carried the same burden? How far did this practice extend? And what other secrets remain buried beneath Egypt's sands? What science revealed was only the first chapter of a much deeper reinterpretation of history. And if this discovery changed everything we thought we knew about Tutankhamun, what will happen when we uncover the mysteries of other pharaohs? If this revelation already left you intrigued, just wait until you see the next enigma we'll explore here on the channel. Egypt's history still hides secrets powerful enough to reshape everything we believe. And you won't want to miss the next chapter.